similar happening down here. And Newmont have allowed me to just show gravity gradients without any figures on them, because you can't work out what they mean. But if you have a look, there's deposits, have a look at the gravity gradients, you can see there's a very strong gravity gradient here. Strong with what's happening here, because the granite's plunging like that, there's got to be a lot of strike slip or oblique slip, duplexing. The sequence, the greenstone is thickening up in there. There's sort of like a hole, if you like. The same here. It's tight in there, it's divergent there. We get these gravity anomalies, and you can see they're very strongly related to. They're not direct gravity. They're gravity gradients that are related to the mineralization.
Excuse me. The striation along the granite is horizontal or vertical? Striation.
Sorry?
The lineation on the granite.
Or striation.
On the
granite.
On the granites? Yeah,
it's
not
vertical
much.
or horizontal?
No, there's not a strong fabric in these granites. They're very poorly exposed for a start, so we don't really see them very well. Very little foliation, what we can see. But the trouble is, in West Australia, where we get deep weathering, anything that's foliated will get weathered away. That's the problem, unless we mine it. So very hard to understand. The other thing is we could have a cap on the systems. So here's just a simple map showing mafic volcanics. Felsic, a lot of these are sediments, and blue are the sedimentary rocks and the granites. We can put the deposits on like so. We can put gravity gradients on, and a lot of these we see we've got these thickened up greenstone belts around the mineralization, because if you have a look, there's a granite nose there, there's a granite nose there. These things are occurring on a big scale, the gold fields. See, there's granite nose, there's a convergent zone, a convergent zone, convergent zone. There's where they're getting strike slip duplexing or oblique slip duplexing. Same here, you can see dome, 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 and so on. Another dome up here. So on a big scale, these domes, which are often underneath the surface, you can't see them at the surface. You can see down here, you can see a granite dome there, you've got a gravity gradient there, you've got another granite dome in there. These gravity gradients are telling you something about the subsurface appearance of the granites.
It might be a good time to have a break.
This is the last 4 slides.
Okay.
Then we'll have a break. Is that right?
Yep.
I know everyone's getting tired, including me. So, what scale should we be looking at these things on, for example? So what I've done is here, I've put giant orogenic gold. These are the ones we really want to find. Someone like Anglo Gold Ashanti or Newmont, this is the ones that make the difference to their bottom line, really. Finding a 5 million ouncer is only half their annual production, for example. It shows why the gold price has to go up. Imagine if you put the 5 big gold companies together, they probably produce 40 million ounces a year. So they're producing something about the size of the biggest gold deposit we've got every year. So those 5 companies have got to find 40 or 50 million ounces to recover, and none of them can do it. Anglo Gold Ashanti actually the only one that's done it in the last couple of years, haven't they?
8 years.
Huh?
8 years.
In 8 years,
We discovered 20 million.
Yeah, so the other companies are not replenishing at the same rate. So that's a problem for them. So all I've done here is I've done, what on the deposit scale, what I'm trying to show here is that they can occur in a variety of rocks, mostly in mafic rocks or carbonaceous sediments, as we predict. They might be in shear zones, they might be in folds, they might be in green schist, they might be in amphibolite. Sometimes the granites are near them, sometimes they're not. This is oxidised fluid. All the mixing stuff from West Australia is about this deposit. You can see it's absolutely